So it's been a day or two, and as you can see, my wife has done an excellent job of sorting boxes and getting them stacked up over here to make a little room because the house is starting to get full of stuff, preparing to move. And I have been trying my best on my journey of faith to not get overwhelmed and to listen for guidance because there's too much to do for me to organize and do myself. And I keep stumbling. I keep getting things wrong. I keep doing the wrong things at the wrong time. And it's frustrating because I'm trying. I'm really trying. I'm trying to listen for the right way, the right direction, what God would want me to do. And I keep making the same mistake over and over. And it's a mistake I've made so many times in my life. And I feel kind of dumb for continuing to make it, but I listen to my mind instead of my heart. And God has made it very clear to me that my heart knows the way, not my mind. My mind is driven by fear, my heart by love. And I know for a fact that that is the direction I should be moving in. So, this last week was pretty tough so far. But I'm going to try to work on that and see if I can't make this week work out a little better. Maybe avoid some of the obstacles and pitfalls I have been running into. You know, today, and I'm sharing this, I'm not sure if I should or if it's really appropriate, but today I had a coworker that's really struggling, and I could tell, I could see it. They just hit the wall, and somebody they've been working really hard. You know, they have multiple jobs, and raising a kid by themselves. And they're positive consistently. They work hard. They try to make the best of everything. They have a, I can do it, and if I can't, I'll learn how. And, even if it's hard, kind of attitude. And I really appreciate that. But today they kind of broke. And it hurt me because they broke in a way that I've broken before. Where you hit a wall of impatience and you just realize you've got more responsibilities than you can ever manage. Like, there's nothing you can do. Like, you can't be in enough places at once to actually do it all. And I could see that this is where that person was. They told me that's where they were. And my heart went out to them. And for me, what really made the difference was admitting I couldn't do it. And I tried to convey that to this person. I hope it landed. I think it did. At least somewhat. It might take some time to fruit, but there are some things in life that you can't do. You just absolutely can't. Because you are a person and you are limited. And some things in life will only work out if you turn to God. No matter your dedication, no matter how willing you are to work yourself into the dirt, you can't move it. There are some mountains just too big for you to move. And not with faith, right? And it's kind of the humbling thing about faith is it doesn't take very much to move mountains. Things work out in ways that you don't expect them to. You couldn't expect them to. Things that shouldn't work. But you have to be willing to hand it over. If you don't hand it over, it doesn't work. if you're going to do it all yourself, and if you're just insistent with God that you're going to manage it, even worse, that you're going to prove that you can. It sounds like a virtue, right? You think, I'm going to show you how dedicated I am. I'm going to work so hard. I'm going to show you that I can accomplish what other people can't, or what nobody thinks I can. And that's going to be worth praise. And it's not. It's not at all. It's just pride. And I have done that so many times in my life, I can't even understand it. I can't begin to express how many times I've made that mistake, and it's cost me dearly. It's almost put me in the ground. I mean, I've worked myself into incredibly low health at different points in my life because I tried to do it all myself, and I couldn't, and it humbled me every time. It continues to, because I still make that mistake every day. I try to take more on than I can because I want to be special. I want to be worthy in a way that nobody is. The only people you mistake for being worthy in that way are the people that God has chosen to make worthy in that way. And it's only because of Him. There's a lesson I learned a long time ago that has served me well when I've been wise enough to pay attention to it. But that which depends can never be greater than that which it depends upon. You depend on God. You're not here if He's not here. That being the case, you can never make yourself His peer. You can never make yourself greater. And knowing that God dwells within us and within everybody else, and that the kingdom of heaven is within your midst, you can't make yourself any greater than anybody else either, unless God decides He wants you to be. And even then, it's just Him. He's the greater one. So, in the end, that experience just reaffirmed to me how important it is to get out of your own way. You can't do it all. Don't try. All you're going to do is abuse yourself. And that's not worthy of you. I have to keep reminding myself that. You gotta love your neighbor and yourself equally. You can't say, do unto others as you'd have them do unto you, but not do unto you as you would do to others. You can't give to others more than you give to yourself. You can't treat yourself miserably and push yourself all the time. So, anyway, I'm trying to work on those things. We'll see how it works out. And I'll give you an update. We'll see what happens. Have a good night.